At almost 8% of Edmonton's population, the Chinese community was pretty big. So why weren't young people helping to keep the Chinatown legacy alive? I asked May and her son Kevin from the Ying family their thoughts. Their family, spanning 3 generations, has owned and operated a tofu factory in Chinatown since the late 80s.
我 born in Cambodia，走難過嚟嘅，都係移民。喺80年代申請我爸爸媽媽一家人過晒嚟咯。隨着我哋下一代嘅成長咧，慢慢咁樣流入主流社會咯。我哋都一路做一路學習，咁樣適應加拿大生活咯，係改變好多嘅。我哋主要係開始做呢個 business 嗰陣時咧，就選址係好重要咯。唐人街係比較集中我哋啲華人出嚟飲茶啊、購物啊，所以我哋做生意都係想多啲人流咯。
I do have memories of like doing weekly shopping with my mom because she does the grocery shopping for the store. We kind of do the lunch thing here for the employees, but you need ingredients for that. So every week we'd go, and back in the day, we would go to places like United Grocers, Lucky 97, 99 supermarkets, Heap Tan, which used to be where 97 Hot Pot is now. Century Palace used to be called Marco Polo, that's the thing. And Marama used to be around, and that was a big destination for a lot of people back in the day, back when there wasn't so much of a movement of food out of Chinatown, where there are food places popping up everywhere now, like South Side, North Side, Good Buddy. There's Jumbo over in the West Side, Beijing in the South. So I don't know. I don't really think about it that much, but you kind of see it, and it's, I don't know, brings back memories, but at the same time, you're like, what can you do, right?
對於我個 business 嚟講係 very important，因為80%我個 selling 係 sell to 華人20% 係Canadian。
The people coming here today, I don't know if they even know that Chinatown exists, right? Because that's not where they spend most of their time. But I guess that does give me a little bit of hope that there's still immigration happening and making our community in Edmonton more diverse. But it's at the same time, it's not as concentrated as it used to be, when Chinatown was a bustling place and central to Chinese business, to Chinese, basically where you would spend a lot of time.
我覺得唐人街值得 keep 住喎，因為咁耐嘅歷史咧，你唔想咁 easy 就放棄啊嘛，係咪？我哋即係上一代已經係有好多華人喺度開始啊，有好似中華會館啊、文化中心啊，佢哋好早之前已經前過我哋添，所以希望可以一路流傳落去咯，你哋下一代跟住接手咯。
Now that I think about it, that's probably what's happening with a lot of the other places, right? That no one really wants their kids to have to go through what they are going through, and they want basically a better life for them. And that's what the whole go to school, get a good job has been. And that's really been a stereotype of Asian families, but it really is what has been happening, where you want your kids to grow up and get good jobs and whatnot, and basically be a service to the economy, even like at the very high level. But when you think about that, what does that mean for the businesses that are here? And maybe that is what is happening with Chinatown, and that there is nobody left to keep the place running. And it's something you don't really think about. You think that what you have now will last forever. That's the assumption of, that's the human nature assumption. that what you have now is what you'll have 10 years down the road, and maybe it's not. Right? But there's not always the kind of forward planning that needs to take place in order to ensure that the legacy continues. So,
希望我哋下一代嘅可以多啲出嚟唐人街幫手啦，好似你咁樣咯。
點樣幫手啊？你有冇啲 example？你覺得？因為其實我哋而家全部都係冇 train 咗係做豆腐嘅，or嗰啲嘢，咁所以係咯，你有冇啲咩諗法係可以用翻我哋可能嗰啲 skills 係俾翻唐人街嘅？
咁啊，我冇諗過喎，我啲我冇諗過呢點喎，希望你哋可以諗下，create something。
responsibility is a heavy word. I don't know if there's like a responsibility as in like a requirement that has to be done. But it's at the same time it feels like somebody has to do it. So you're thinking like if I would keep my current job while also owning the business and running it at the same time. I feel like if we wanted the legacy to carry on, that might be something that has to happen. So, food for thought, right?
Are you ready to do that?
I don't know, and I've sometimes come to mind, and then I don't want to think about it, so I just kind of push it aside. But sooner or later you have to face it, right? So I don't know.